Okay, I'm gonna try this again. My first one was well over 10 minutes, and I'm also sick and haven't had coffee, so just bear with me while I try to do this without reading every single note that I took. So I'm gonna do the case study on the retail management event. Okay, so the first section that I discussed in my notes was about the visual merchandising. So visual merchandising is a marketing practice that uses floor plans, colors, lighting, display technology, and many other elements to attract customers. Visual merchandising can help give the business a sense of identity and brand consistency, and it's important because an attractive and welcoming store can create a positive first impression and encourage people to come back into that store. Visual merchandising can also help people discover new products and services, so it might reduce the need for that consistent employee customer interaction. Not that it's not still important, it just might reduce it a little bit by pointing customers in the right direction with that visual merchandising. Customer buying behavior. I think there's really 5 important steps of consumer buying behavior, and it all starts with the first step, problem recognition. So at this point in time, customers realize that they have a problem, or they have a need, they have a want, there's something that they have a demand for, but they're not quite sure exactly what they're looking for. So step 2 is the information search. This really could be a week-long process, or it could be a couple seconds, like my nail's broken, and just kind of research in my head, like, what can I use? Okay, well, I'm gonna go get a manicure. So that is my information search. But in this scenario, customers usually begin to search for a solution, like a product that meets their want, need, demand, or problem. And generally people use the internet, but sometimes people can just think about it and that's their information search, or some people don't use the internet, so they might go out and go to store and kind of just search around for something that solves their problem. Step 3 is the evolution of alternatives. So at this point, customers generally know what they want, but they need to compare brand and price and many other features of the product that they're looking for. Step 4 is purchase. So they need to determine whether or not they're going to purchase the product. Is it too much? Is it not a good enough product for the price? Is it too cheap? Just so on and so forth. Step 5 is the post-purchase step, and likely the most important step to the business, because this is the point where the customer takes the product home, and if it was a cheap product and it's poor quality, they'll figure it out really quick, and they're probably going to badmouth the product, and they're going to refrain from buying from that retailer in the future. So then they're going to go all the way back up to step 2. Employees can help the company by looking at long-term goals outlined in the company's strategic plan. The employees should see which activities they perform can contribute to the achievement of goals set forth by the company. So in this scenario, employees at a retail store, the main goal is the customers, right? You want those customers, you need those customers for your business. So employees at this retail store, they should be providing a personalized experience for each and every single customer. Nowadays, customers, they aren't just looking for the product, they're looking for the experience. So we need to be boosting that in-store experience, and this will likely reduce showrooming. Employees should also emphasize during any of the employee-customer interactions, they need to emphasize any warranty that comes with the product that they're looking at, or coupons that might be available for that product. Customers of that department should know. They should be provided with a book and study it and learn and keep themselves up to date on it. They should just know. And that will also reduce showrooming. The use of technology is also crucial to brick and mortar retailers. Consumers have immediate access to nearly anything nowadays, thanks to today's technology and smartphones. So it's important that we meet those technological demands in store. Baby boomers are so much less likely to showroom than millennials and Generation Z, and technology is why. So we should be meeting those technological demands, and we should be offering like a mobile POS system to shorten checkout times and allow us to accept more payment types. We should also be offering like a loyalty or rewards program, and that should be mentioned during employee customer interactions too. Features like in-store pickup, free home delivery, free in-store returns, that will also encourage customers to purchase from the store rather than showrooming, and those can also be mentioned during the customer employee interactions. And though it seems contradictory to our problem, we should also be offering free Wi-Fi. It'll help the customers continue to shop and spend more time in the store. Company actions that affect consumers, competition, employees can include the use of technology in production and record keeping, managerial ethics, human resources management, advertising, pricing, product mix, supply of goods, sales and promotion, distribution methods, product development, improvement, product safety, locations, just a variety of things, and it's endless. We should always be following up with our consumers. You can send them thank you notes or call your consumer to check in with their purchase. It's really important to keep those lines of communication open and ask your customers for referrals, because happy customers will refer you other customers. Post-sales plans should be a part of every company's sale and marketing strategy. Not only will it boost your sales and increase customer retention, but it can generate referrals, improve your performance based on the feedback, and innovate your organization. I strongly believe that the presence of a retailer, the online presence of a retailer is just as important as the brick and mortar presence of a retailer. There's so many businesses that are just e-commerce, or they have a really strong presence in both. And so all those small businesses or even big businesses that aren't doing that yet, they're missing out. They're not even on the playing field, so how can they compete? I think nowadays it's just as important to be as present in e-commerce as you are brick and mortar. So that's one thing that I think will be really important to reduce showrooming, is to strengthen that online presence. However, research does show that consumers would rather make big purchases like TVs or furniture or etc., washing machine, things like that in a store rather than online. And so when you advertise for that brick and mortar location, you should advertise for those large products. Technology is super helpful to brick and mortar establishments in so many ways. One of the ways that I found would be the most helpful is Amazon. Amazon allows retailers to offer their goods on their giant e-commerce site, and so this would be super, super beneficial to the sales of the company. And then, of course, offering same-day delivery or pickup online is also really important to consumers and can help boost sales.